Welcome back to Contractor Corner. I'm Gary Parker here with Brian Beeman again, our resident drains expert. Brian, we're looking at closet carriers today. We're going to walk through kind of old and then our new. What are we looking at here?
All of you should be familiar with our ISCA carrier, our standard compression fit carrier that uses compression seal. What we did was, in listening to our contractor base, they would come to us with small little tidbits of things that would maybe improve how quickly they could install. So based on our ISCA carrier, we morphed into what we are referring to as our QT carrier, quick turn carrier.
Okay.
Some of the things that the contractors had expressed to us was, you know, it would be really useful in a prefab setting if we had the same size socket heads, same size bolts on everything throughout.
Okay.
So
make it uniform throughout.
Make it uniform throughout. So in a prefab shop, you don't want to be changing out socket heads on different things. So
well, you're running from one side of the shop to the other, get more hardware, and it's
absolutely
just pain in the butt.
So we uniformly made all of the bolt heads the same size, from the carrier bolts that fasten the fitting on the back to the front-facing leg bolts. That was one of the features that when talking to contractors was we would like a front adjustable foot on the faceplate.
So access from the front.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Going from our ISCA carrier, they're mounted to the faceplate from the side. So in listening to our contractor base, we now are fastened from the front. But then in kind of keeping with our compression style, since we had launched that with our ISCA, we added some features. This is a significant change. We now have a steel wall plate that we offer. We are still using our compression style. We are now using our ABS plastic nipple, a small amount of petroleum jelly.
Once it's locked in,
locks into place.
it's a quarter turn.
It's a quarter turn.
Or quick turn.
Quick turn.
Okay.
You're done. The benefit of that is the guy in the prefab shop or in the setting where he's trying to put multiple things together, he can put this in place. They can fasten together out to the job site.
So you could do mass assemblies all at once.
Exactly.
Load them up on a skid.
So in keeping with that mass assembly or prefab style, we added some more features. With not only the front-facing adjustment on our legs, we have our standard incremental adjustment measuring lines that we have on our standard ISCA.
Yep, so know your height's on.
But we added a few different options as far as where you can mount the actual legs to the carrier. Then we put threaded bosses throughout the carrier, because we all know people like to use angle iron and different things to fasten the different carriers together, whether it's maybe a battery of 6, a battery of 8 toilets, fasten them together with different angle irons. So we put threaded bosses at different places on the feet so that you're able to do that. So then, in listening to the contractors, again, a very simple but useful thing is we added threaded bosses to the very top of the faceplate. Why do we do that? Well, we all know they're going to require a flush valve at some point. So now we have, will come standard on our QT carrier, threaded bosses in multiple different areas of the faceplate so that you can put a flush valve at actually 4 different positions if you would like.
So whatever assembly height or whatever style flush valve, we can accommodate it with the QT.
Exactly.
So moving forward, we have the old traditional, the old style with compression, right? And we had a safety foam guard on this one, right? For when debris falling on there. And it looks like we used to, with a chop saw, adjust that ABS nipple down.
Correct.
Is that similar function on the QT as well?
Yes, we use the same size, standard 8-inch ABS nipple comes standard. We do offer longer nipples. We can go out to 24-inch nipples if needed. The nice thing about this wall plate is it also acts as a tiling frame. We are all familiar with the drywall guys. The tile guys are not the cleanest. On our former carrier, we provided this protective carrier to prevent the gunk and tile guy and the mud getting on that.
Yep.
With this, we have this tiling frame that you're able to mount right to the wall. And again, done.
So on the QT, you can actually miter down this and adjust the wall plate accordingly, and then talk about pressure. It'll hold what?
To ASTM standards, it holds a 30-pound water test, static water test that it's been tested to.
So in this day and age, getting off a job site quicker or being able to prefabricate, we know a lot of contractors these days, they're doing up to 50 or 60% of their work prefab before it even hits the job site.
Yep.
So big advantage with the QT.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We just added those features, knowing that that was really where things were going. Just, they may seem small, but they're unique in that they're all on one particular carrier and there's no guesswork. We're all familiar with how on a threaded carrier, if you've got to make that adjustment and they've got to back it out or whatnot, they break that seal. The beauty of this is with a minimal amount of lubricant that's provided, again, it's as simple as and turn.
And it's done. Love it. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Gary.
Thanks for coming by Contractor Corner. We'll see you next time.